Greetings and hello once again. This here is the ancient spirit Tralaka. Well, at least in spirit. Now today we're gonna really push on the danger edge. I'm gonna talk about the true history of maladek, and whether you call it Tiamat or maladek. Today we're gonna unroll true history as from the aspects of an ancient spirit, looking at the ancient files. Alright, let's go. Now this planet just past Mars was a large planet and filled with many millions of very conceptive, deceptive beings who fought anybody in any surrounding planet or beings coming into this system to do business or to settle. And they were very, very bloodthirsty. And this went on for a long time. They're using a very dark technology to try to control other worlds' peoples and to steal their technology and so forth. Though it had massive, massive harbors to be able to land the space-going ships and runways. It was like parking, let's say, in the driveway of the mafia and thinking you will now have a safe zone to do business while you're not on their friends list, and actually they have you on their list of taking you out. Okay, now this solar system is so much better with that planet gone, and also the one right past Pluto, that massive asteroid belt. According to the ancient files, there was 2 planets that had 2 moons apiece. The further one had also an asteroid in orbit also, so I actually had 3 things orbiting. Now I think this is right here. No, actually I'm feeling that right here under the universal law, this is why the planets get removed, because there is so much evil, there is so much bad karma going on. The application of universal law of the living multi-dimensional universe comes in this situation here, and those planets were removed per se. This is a permanent situation per se. Now these beings from them, the lesser of the evil and troublemakers, were recycled into multiple wheels of life, so as understanding here, and the ones who were the worst of them ended up in a multi-dimensional, multi-frequency, multi-vibrational prison that you just cannot get out of until you learn your lessons. Okay, now some of those I do understand used to be within the moon low, spelled I-O. This was hundreds of thousands of years ago. There may be a few of them in there yet, but it's not in the files. But we need to understand, you do really bad karma, you really do the really evil and wicked stuff, the concepts of universal law will straighten your ass out by re-putting you into an entirely different wheel of life application. And you most likely won't even end up being a human in that wheel of life, but wishing you sure was, because you'll be a whole lot less than a human until you learn your lessons and get over your attitude. Alright? Now, according to pictures which I had seen long ago, the moon low showed intersecting runways which appeared in my meditation to be many hundreds of miles long, to be able to land just about anything coming in to this section of the solar system. Something that long? Yeah. But I think that it was used as a prison because of its gravitational ties to its host planet, which would have kept that grinding and moving of the tectonics within that moon, and just driving these people crazy with the insane of the screeching and the grinding. and the volcanic continue being up of fire. Okay, now please understand, okay, that Maladek was not a nice planet. I don't care what you read, whether you call him Maladek or Tiamat. It was not a nice place. It was never a nice place. It was the worst place. You would want to end up with a flat tire, per se, let's say with your car, would be on that planet, because most likely, unless you were very powerful, you would not make it off it alive. Okay? You understanding me? Same thing with those two planets I explained used to be on the other side of the orbit of Pluto. You did not know. I don't care what you read or what you think you have at a meditation, those two planets were truly bad places to go. Period. I see nothing in the ancient files that ever spoke of any of those planets I have mentioned as being a place to stop, unless, of course, you risk your life and your families and your civilizations for doing business with them. Okay? Now, understand, in the ancient files, it talks about there was a time where the earlier civilizations on the planet Mars also had some rub-ins with those of the maladek. And this is where the great warriors of Mars got their reputation of creating true fear and true fright when the Mars warriors showed up. They had to be like this to be able to try to keep the beings from Maladek, before Maladek got destroyed, off of their planet, because being anything less of a warriors that the original Mars warriors were known as, you would be dead. So, this here is the ancient spirit, Tralaka. Remember, journey safely in your meditations and in your dream time. Journey to many, 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 many worlds. And remember, take notes when you wake up. It is so important. I cannot describe just how important this is. Sleep tight. Journey safe. Good night.